clueless. This is going to be a motivational speech. But first, there will be pain. Because I'm going to be brutally honest, and you probably won't like it. Tough. Sucks to be you. As you young people sit in this comfortable, climate-controlled room, your minds are probably wandering with thoughts of friends, fun. As you young men daydream of your latest video game victory or some car or motorcycle, and as you young women dream lazily of your first love and the excitement of a first kiss, or maybe some car or motorcycle, you really know very little of the real world. Your minds may have already tuned out the droning sounds of yet another adult trying to share some insight that could, maybe, just maybe, change your life and change the world. To you, your thoughts are way too important to pay attention to another speech that sounds more boring than cat videos on your smartphone, or trying to sneak text your friend that you wish you were hanging out with him or her instead of being trapped by your duty to be here. Maybe you think if you could just get comfortable enough, you might be able to sneak in a nap for a few minutes. Too bad for you. As you sit here, you have no clue into what it's like to lose a friend to an enemy bullet. No clue how it feels as your Humvee explodes and rolls over and over and you are screaming soundlessly in the roar of the explosion. You have no clue what it's like to feel the panic as you track the missile that is tracking you. And you wonder as you breathe and as your heart beats if it will all stop in the next second. You have no clue what it's like to rush into a burning building with hope that you might pull out just one more person. No clue to feel the resolve as you rush into a life-threatening domestic violence situation where your job is to protect everyone. You have no clue how a baby that comes weeks prematurely can be so terrifying and so precious at the same time. You have no idea what it's like to face a couple dozen faces of students who dare you to try to teach something they think is completely worthless, like the writings of Shakespeare, the Pythagorean theorem, the Constitution, tectonic plates, or the basics of keyboarding, or whatever. Your life is all you see. Nothing and no one is more important than how the world is supposed to revolve around you. In your ever so limited minds, you actually believe, even if just subconsciously, that you are and you deserve to be the center of the universe. That's exactly how typical teenagers act. But you are wrong, and not for the first time. Perhaps at this point, you're beginning to feel a little angry. How dare this old man who knows nothing of you and your world, how dare he tell you that your puny world doesn't add up to much? Or maybe you don't care. That's even worse. Apathy destroys more lives than all the designs of all the evil men in history put together. Perhaps, and hopefully, you're a little bit curious because this sure doesn't sound like a motivational speech. Yet it will be if you stick with me for the next 4 minutes and test a simple idea. You can change the world. Don't say, not me. Don't say, someone else will do it. Don't say, it's not my fault. No one gives a crap about people who are not willing to stand up and try to make a difference. The world is already full of 7 billion people who are average, normal, common, and tied up in their puny lives because they are not willing to try to break out of the pack and try to lead from the front. Gandhi is credited with saying, "Be the change you want to see in the world." The world is not shaped by followers. It is shaped, molded, and changed by those who have the guts to lead, the tenacity to face defeat and failure over and over, and rise up each time, every time, to ultimately win. But not just for themselves. Big thinkers and big doers think way beyond themselves. They dare to dream of a better world for thousands, for millions, for billions. And when someone tells them they cannot do it, they won't succeed, their inner resolve hardens and they find a way to move around, over, or through the obstacles in front of them and achieve success in the long run. Could that be you? Abso-freaking-lutely. But only if you're willing to see more than just your tiny, myopic part of an enormous world. What will it take? Here is the recipe. It will take hope. It will take a dream and a vision. It will take daring and courage. It will take time and perseverance. It will take patience and grit. It will take boldness and humility. So let's start at the beginning with hope. To begin with, it takes you digging deep down into your soul where you search for something that matters, something beyond yourself, something selfless and bigger than your own needs. When you have that idea, you will feel the energy of excitement. Find the thing that inspires you and lights the fires of a personal passion. No one can do this for you. This is your ultimate duty. If you don't or won't find this idea, you'll be packed with the billions of followers who achieve very little. But when you have that idea, excitement will give spark to hope. Let that hope catch fire and brighten until you can see it in the darkest night and in the brightest day. That hope will become your guiding star, your North Star, your Polaris. With that kind of hope, others will be inspired and you will lead them forward on your great quest. Hope creates directors who give voice and purpose to actors. Hope is the most powerful force in the universe. It is the foundation of love. It is the bedrock of greatness and faith, which creates an inner peace that no storm can disturb or disrupt. Hope is what stokes the fires of imagination and locomotion. Hope is the fuel for action. When used in the service of a noble cause, hope is powerfully contagious. Hope is the core of everything great ever accomplished. A common saying is that if your dreams don't scare you at least a little bit, then your dream is not big enough. All great accomplishments begin as a dream, someone's hopeful vision for a better world. People who have a dream know that they are taking on something that won't be easy. Others will tell you it's impossible or that your goal is unrealistic. They are daring you to achieve. To answer that dare, you will press forward with courage. You already know it won't be easy. You already know what it will take. You know that it will take time. You already know that you will encounter difficult situations. You already know that your commitment will be tested. You will persevere through all of it. You won't give up. Even when you know that achieving your dream will require great sacrifice and most certainly will require you to be patient, sometimes with others, but more often with yourself. That's where grit comes in. Grit means that you keep going when the going gets tough. It means you put your head down in the face of backlash and storms of swirling doubt around you, and you push forward anyway. Step by agonizing step. Sometimes the only person who believes you can win, that you can achieve, will be yourself. It takes a bold personality to move forward on your path of destiny, even when everyone else is telling you to give up or turn back, that you are being foolish or even selfish for trying to accomplish something so huge. But you will conquer. And when you win with each step forward, there is no need to brag or be sarcastic to others because of the lack of their vision. The greatest strength of truly successful people is their humility. To be humble is to be strong. It is to be a shining light to the masses without condemning their faults and their weaknesses and their inability to see the whole picture. They will still see you. And as they wonder how you did it, they will seek your leadership and your quiet strength. You can be that person. But it will take hope. It will take a dream, a vision for positive change. It will take daring and courage. It will take time and perseverance. It will take patience and grit. It will take boldness and humility. Now you know. So go do it. Stop being clueless and careless. Quit blaming others for the problem of today, and stop being sarcastic and angry. None of these things ever led to a solution. All those things can do is continue the vicious downward cycle of despair and hopelessness. Resolve to act in a meaningful, helpful way. The world needs your daring and innovative solutions. The world needs your wise leadership and vision. The world needs you. Really? Could you truly be that, what the world needs? Absolutely.